Gun violence statistics are discouraging. So far, gun violence has killed about 115 people per day here in America this year. It's about 5 people per day in our state. Thanks for joining us. I'm Dan Haggerty.
And I'm Deborah Morgan. These numbers represent people, families, and lives. They are among the reasons President Biden and Governor Cooper each announced new gun and violence prevention measures today.
WRAL's Sarah Kruger is live outside of Durham Police Headquarters. Sarah, what do these new executive orders do?
Dan, the governor's order creates a statewide office that is aimed at violence prevention. Among other things, it encourages police departments to work more closely together. President Biden's order is about expanding background checks, so both have different approaches, but both are aimed at public safety.
Photos are all that's left of Jessica Cortez Luna. The mother of 4 was shot and killed in Durham in December 2020.
It's so traumatic for us because, well, my sisters, everybody, we on depression and anxiety too.
The victim's sister, Maria Cortez Luna, says the pain of the loss is constant.
Every day, every night.
She supports any measures that make it harder to get a gun. She thinks that may have saved her sister.
The president's goal is to do everything he can to reduce gun violence.
Stephanie Feldman is a deputy assistant to President Joe Biden. She explains the executive order calls for an examination of how gun makers are marketing to minors, and it dictates that more gun purchases will be subject to background checks.
Today, President Biden is directing Attorney General Garland to do everything he can to increase the number of background checks and move us closer to universal background checks.
Only hours earlier, Governor Roy Cooper signed an executive order of his own, establishing a statewide office of violence prevention.
It requires an all-hands-on-deck approach. And that's what this is about today.
A goal of the office is to improve information sharing across state and local agencies. Raleigh's police chief believes it's a promising step.
This is going to give us an opportunity to get resources, to get some traction in what we're trying to do here in the capital city.
And the NCGOP chairman is condemning Biden's executive order, telling us this in a statement. It is unfortunate but hardly surprising that President Biden's reaction to the crime crisis caused by the Democrats' anti-police policies is yet another assault on the Second Amendment and law-abiding gun owners. Dan.
Sarah Kruger live for us tonight. Thank you, Sarah.